Okay, there we go. Alrighty, folks, we are back with more GTNH. We are going to be statting a bit more crops. We probably won't do that the entire time we're here, though. So we're fingers crossed we get some decent stats on at least Black Stonelilly, which is the one we predominantly want right now. We'll see what happens. We're going to hop on in here. And for those watching on Twitch, and not those watching YouTube who just started, much apologies again for the technical difficulties. I got a suggestion yesterday about trying to change my drivers from game ready drivers to studio drivers as they're more stable. And I'm testing things out with that. And I did that last night. And what's odd is I did a Dead by Daylight stream after doing so. My mic was still working. Then I go to do the stream today and it wasn't. And I know why. I figured it out. It was my NVIDIA audio effects filter on my mic, which was not working. I had to delete the filter and reapply it. So obviously changing the drivers messed something up there, but it's confusing because, as I said, I was doing a stream last night on Dead by Daylight with no issues on it, so I don't know why it happened today all of a sudden. Either way, it's all fixed now. We're good to go. And let's see what we can get here. I think we're just going to be focusing on these over here. And these Stonelillys here. Nothing else is really important at the moment. But yeah, we're going to be looking into statting up some crops here. And at some point, I don't know. We might do something else. I'm not sure yet. I also should let everyone know that this will probably be a shorter stream. Like 4 hours or so, perhaps. And I'm probably not going to end the stream when I'm done playing GTNH tonight. I have a feeling I'm going to jump right into Dead by Daylight for 2 or so hours after that. And you might have noticed we started a bit early today. I'm hoping to start a bit earlier tomorrow as well, even more earlier than today, which is why the stream is going to be short. I do try to stream for at least 3 hours. That's like my ideal area. I like to go for ideally 3 to 6 hours, honestly. And as you've probably seen, some of you, the last month, I've been doing like 8 to 10 hour streams nearly daily. I don't have a problem doing long streams like that. I just need to reorient my schedule a little bit. So next few streams, like today and yesterday and maybe tomorrow, might be a bit shorter. Actually, tomorrow probably won't be short, just because tomorrow the team is going to the moon. We're launching rockets tomorrow. And that's actually something I might look into later today after statting up crops. I might go look at what we got for rocket parts, look at the rocket quests, and see what you need for the rockets and how they work, because I've never done it before. And we're going to need to build our own rockets. We're not all getting parts individually, but we will have to build them ourselves. And Divine Marsh coming in for the raid. Hello, hello. How's it going? How'd your stream go? It's going well. Had some technical difficulties at the start of the stream. I changed my drivers yesterday from game ready to studio drivers. And I did a stream after that, and it was perfectly fine. But then I tried to stream today, and my NVIDIA audio effects messed up, so my mic wasn't working for like 10 minutes before I solved it. Why studio? It was recommended to me to have a better time stability-wise. So other games I try to play, and especially if I try to stream them. Ooh, that's a really good one. I'm gonna have to keep that. Especially if I try to stream them. A lot of Unreal Engine games specifically, but a few other games as well, have very frequent crashes, especially when streaming. So one of the recommendations, and I've tried a lot of testing of various things to find out what the issue is. Can't really solve it yet. Maybe one day. But one suggestion was to try studio drivers because they're more stable. So I'm giving that a go. What's this? No, we don't want you. Pretty good. Had fun with Marvel Rivals. Nice. I do need to get into that game at some point. And for everyone watching, chances are, when I do get into that game, I might stream it the first few times I play it. And if I like it, I might stream it more going forward. We'll see. It looks good, and I've heard nothing but good things about it. So it's definitely worth checking out. I've just been really focused on other things, especially GTNH. Ooh, okay, you know what? We keep this one. Maybe we can replace one of the 000s with it. We'll replace this one, because then we'll have a 01 and a 01, and we'll have a higher chance of getting gain here. We don't need that. Do you like it? Hit me up. I'll carry you. Hey, I always enjoy getting carried. I'll keep that in mind for sure. I don't, I've only seen a small amount of gameplay for it because I kind of don't want to, like, spoil my opinion about certain things in it, especially, like, characters and whatnot. But, I gotta ask, even though I don't know a whole lot, what's your favorite character playing so far in that? Oh, also, I'm sorry, I completely forgot. Let me just quickly... There we go. I'm gonna keep that just to stat up Salt Root later. Either Doctor Strange or Scarlet Witch. Ah. I respect that a lot, because chances are I'm probably going to play Scarlet Witch myself. In fact, the first two people I'll probably play, if I can get the chance to. I don't know how character selection works. If there's, like, banding characters, or, like, a pick order for the teams or whatnot. But, I'm probably going to play Spider-Man and Scarlet Witch first, if I can. And I hear I might get a lot of shit for playing Spider-Man. But I'll probably do it anyway. Now you pick what you want. Oh, okay. That's interesting. Even in, like, a rank mode, for example, there's no, like, pick order and bans or anything like that. Oh, you guys really don't want to give me a glow wheat. Just give me a glow wheat. I want to get oil berries. Give me a glow wheat, and that will be, like, my big achievement for the day. I can rest easy on my laurels after that. Until you reach diamond or later, you get bans. And oh, that's... I like how they do that. That's actually interesting. That they actually put restrictions on higher ranks rather than lower ranks? Hello? What have I done to you, sir? Is there a one character per game rule? Like, if someone else is playing Spider-Man, for example, you can't play Spider-Man, right? Or does that not matter? Could you have a team full of 5 Spider-Man, or however many the team limit is? There's more of a gentleman's agreement to go 2 tanks 2 DPS, 2 healers. Yeah, you can't. Okay. Also, 6 players. 6 players a team. I see. I like that. Any game, any competitive game like that that gives you a slightly bigger team than normal is a plus in my book, because that allows for more pressure, even if your teams aren't doing a whole lot. Ooh, this is grown. It's a 10-7, 1-2, 2-0, 1-1-1. I think we take this one and put it here, if I'm being honest. Okay. Any other characters you'd recommend trying out? Or characters you'd recommend watching out for that are hard to go against? Watch out for Iron Fist, he's the worst? Honestly, that surprises me, because I wasn't expecting that, but now, like, that you put it in my mind, that kind of makes sense. This is Super 1. Where are we placing this? We're going to be placing this here, okay. Ooh. 9-4? Sorry, that's not good enough. That's just not good enough. He can fly, being a melee punching character, it's kind of bull. He can fly? Since when can— wait, I don't know a lot about comic Iron Fist, but since, like, he can fly? Can he fly in the comics? Because I did not know that. I like this one. I don't like the resistance. I keep this one, I think, and I might bring it over here. Not this one, though. But you don't see him often in comp. He has a combo that can literally make him fly. Okay. That makes sense. It sounds kind of frustrating. For a game with 3D verticality, a DPS who can fly like that sounds like a nightmare to deal with. Oh, that's good. 030, that's good. Oh, that's not good. We get rid of this one. So you'll see. So all you'll see is him punching his way up into the sky to get to Iron Man. Oh, so if you want to play Spider-Man, train a lot because he is hard to play. Yeah, that's what I hear. I hear that a lot of people thought he was. A lot of people thought that he was super trash, and now that people are actually getting good at him because they figured him out, they realizing it was just that people were trash at him, not that he was trash. I'm trying to learn him in quick play. That's a good strat. Oh, that's good. 4-6. Two, 3. Oh, that's 0-3. Oh, we got two. Oh, black Stonelillys are going to be coming in clutch. We're going to be getting some stats. We might actually make some gains on that today. That's huge. Nine eight. We keep the 9-8. We don't keep this. 4-6. We keep that. That's grown. Okay, we want to take this and put it there. Okay, what did I miss? It's like with all the characters, at the start, Iron Fist was top pick, but once everyone figured out how to play the other characters, they can easily kill him. Soon it'll change and people will learn Iron Fist more. Yeah, that happens a lot in games. Like, I assume Iron Fist is generally easy to play, so noob bait, noob lure, especially when everyone was still learning the game. And now everyone's like, but wait a minute, this character may be more complicated to play, but he's actually OP when you get the hand of him. And then the nerfs come in, you know? The gaming cycle, I love it. Especially in comp games that need rebalancing constantly. I figured out how to play Scarlet. It's a completely different way than anyone I've seen, so probably soon people will pick that up as well. It feels good when you find a character and you play them in a completely different way than the meta, and you're still able to achieve victory and play well. It just feels really good to play outside the box. So that sounds like you have found a fun way to play and still win. I used to push for gold fast. Nice. I don't know much about the game or the characters or how they work, but I am interested in trying to piece together how you play the character if you're interested in describing it. I might not understand the nuance of what you're saying, but I am interested in hearing. Oop, get you out of here. Oh! Oh, I thought that was 07. It's an 87. 87's still good. We'll keep. Yeah, so here and here, we'll do 03s, and then over here, we'll do the 8, or the 87. Hey, have I played Overwatch? No, and I never really watched it either. It didn't. It honestly didn't look like a good game to me. Not like Mob Rivals has already stood out to me more than Overwatch ever did. And at the time too, my trust in Blizzard was already quite low because of horrendous stuff they were doing for years at that point. And that paid off. My lack of trust in them paid off by the time Overwatch 2 came about. I think I'm just going to keep this on me for now. Scarlet has a mist that locks onto players to deal damage, and she can throw bullets that explode. Most people just stand in the backline to get healed and deal damage. I found out that she's very good at sneaking around into backlined areas and using bullets to take care of the healers. That makes a lot of sense, because it sounds like... Would you classify her as a glass cannon then? If you can sneak in well and just nuke the crap out of the healer, that's great. But you probably go 1 for 1 or 1 for 2 for that, or have to try to escape right away, right? Or hope that no one notices you. Yeah, kind of, but most of the times you have to escape, but if played well, there is no need for that. She also has an orb ability that stuns. I stun the rest while I kill up the healers, and without healers, my team can push hard in, and then I don't even die. Yeah, that makes sense. As long as your team actually reacts appropriately, you're gonna do huge things with that for sure. And that's the one downfall about competitive games like that. having to rely on a team. Sometimes you get great teams, and sometimes you get people literally sleeping. But I still love comp games anyway. I scream in voice chat at that point to push. See, that's one advantage comp games with voice chat has. You can just scream into the mic. The one of the comp games I played the most of didn't have voice chat, so it was utterly terrible trying to get anyone to listen to you at all, ever. Even when you're sitting there with the most kills in the game and the least deaths. Okay, we're gonna put the 4-6 here. We're gonna put the 9-8 here. And I think the other two we're just gonna put in the filing cabinet. Yeah, silver was a mess. It took me forever to get out of it because everyone thinks that they're the main character and they don't listen. But after getting into gold, it's an instant switch because people actually want to rank up. Oh, I hope it stays like that for a long time. I've known a few comp games where it doesn't matter the rank, people always have main character syndrome. Main character syndrome is absolutely the one big thing that really cripples competitive gaming. And I don't mean like pro leagues, I mean just comp games in general. They would be a lot more fun if it wasn't for people who don't want to listen or work with their team at all and believe that they're the only ones who know anything. Meanwhile, they're going 0-10 in every game they play. I mean, sometimes I hit people like that, but it's one person, while silver, everyone had main character syndrome. No, we don't keep that. I'll say the worst game for... The worst competitive game for main character syndrome is 100% League of Legends. Like, it does not matter what rank you're at, how good you're doing, how bad people around you are doing. Every single every single level of that game has a good chunk of people that you'll run into frequently who think they're the main character, no matter what. And I always am glad to find competitive games that don't suffer that problem, because in my opinion, it's kind of rare. But League of Legends is definitely an extreme example of that. Okay, I'm gonna take this one and keep it on me for now, because I don't know if I want to use that. That one grew fast. Yeah, I don't even think I want that, and it grew so fast. That's why I want to gather up a team of friends and help rank our friends to help rank up so I don't have main character syndrome players. Yeah, that is the strategy. That is definitely the strategy. So far, halfway there, so not too bad on the teammates. Half 3 people so far. Alright, well that gives you a good advantage because you have control of half the team, which gives you a lot of uh, tactical control as well as pressure power. You essentially only have 3 weak links, which is way better than having 5 weak links. And honestly, once you hit 4, like having all 6 obviously is the best option, but once you hit 4, that'll probably be good enough for most situations. I want to like you, but I can't. You need higher gain. That's good. I like you. Okay, let's see. Heck, speaking of main character syndrome, the game I was playing last night, oh boy, that game suffers from main character syndrome for sure. The difference though is it's not really a competitive game, it's way more of a casual party game. But the amount of games I'll get in Dead by Daylight where you're like 3 minutes into the game and someone already gives up and leaves the game and just goes next is utterly insane. Like the amount of people who, let's say, are addicted, even though I don't like that excuse, and don't actually want to play the game but are queuing up anyway. Oh boy. Now, the nice thing about Dead by Daylight, when that happens, is that even if all my teammates leave, I still have a chance to win by myself. In fact, I'd probably have more of a chance with them all gone than if they had stayed in the game with that mentality. Can't say the same thing about competitive games that have that problem, unfortunately. Like, even with like League of Legends, even if you could carry the game by yourself, if all 4 of your teammates left, you're not carrying the game by yourself at that point. It's just not happening. Oh, DBD. I see you're familiar. My, condolences for that. As much as I love the game, it's a very its community is very much a cesspool. That's for sure. Used to play a long time ago. Nice. As I said though, like, probably better off that you're not playing anymore, honestly, but I personally do love the game. It's just one of those games where the community really hinders it. Like, I'll never understand the mentality of queuing up for a game that you clearly don't actually want to play. And obviously, I've seen it in a lot of games outside of Dead by Daylight. It's just Dead by Daylight, you see it in at least 1 out of 2 games. 50% of your games, you're getting someone leave within the first 3 minutes, usually, in my experience. And if it's not in the first 3 minutes, they will rage quit at some point. At least one person. Like, I will never understand people who want to queue for a game that they don't actually want to play. I understand the mentality of, well, you know, I queued expecting a better game than I got, and I could tell this was not going to be that game, but you still play it out. You queued up for it. You've made a commitment. Like, the way I see it is someone willing to do that in something as small as a game like that is someone who's going to have commitment issues in general throughout their life. Six 4. Okay, we'll keep you. I mean, I did that with LOL, but I never left. Oh, I mean, I did that with LOL, but I never left. I see. I'd find a game, or I'd find a way to enjoy the game without playing. I see. I mean, my way to enjoy games like that without playing are just to watch other people play it. Because a lot of the times, if I mean specific, like I'll watch streams for League and Dead by Daylight, for example. But I prefer to watch videos because obviously the content creators for those videos will usually cherry pick their games, so they're not the atrocious ones with people leaving and trolling and just being menaces, so that you can actually be entertained without all the toxicity. May not be the exact same as playing, but it is an option that is there. Not a good one. 6-4, 4-3. Like, make a friend on the other team, and we'd run around the map doing nothing. You know, that reminds me of my favorite strategy in League. Making a friend on the enemy team by agreeing with everything he says when he's trash-talking his teammate in all chat. Yeah, man, you're right. He totally did do that. No, you're not wrong. He's just bad, I swear. I agree with you. Next thing you know, the entire enemy team has entirely turned on each other. The psychological warfare is how you win games there, I swear. Like, genuinely, my favorite strat was to just get the enemy team to all be at each other's throats in all chat. And it was so easy because people's mentality in League of Legends was so utterly low that you can just lead them by the nose like that so easily. But this year I quit because it's not worth it. I'm just playing to play with friends instead of enjoying myself. Yeah, pretty much all the people I was playing with up until Vanguard came out, we all quit once Vanguard came out. And not just because of Vanguard, we were all already leaning that way before Vanguard. We were pretty much only playing to play with each other, so we just went and found other games to play. And like, I love League, I want to still play it. The game is good even when it's not balanced well, but the people who play it just make it unbearable. And the devs have no idea how to balance the game on top of that, making it even more unbearable. Like, they had such a good product, and between them and their own community, they ruined it. They just completely ruined it, which is really sad, honestly. My friend would do that a lot. Yeah, it's the best strategy, I tell you. Nothing beats it. It's legitimately fun and legitimately can win you games. And honestly, doing so taught me what is likely to trigger certain players who are behaving certain ways, which helped me sometimes mitigate fights between my teammates. Now, obviously, there are just some you can't avoid, but it was definitely helpful, that's for sure. 13-4, 14-10. I'm sorry, that's just not good. Either is that. Whoops. My problem was my friends didn't want to look for a new game, so I kind of left them to play, and now I'm looking for new friend groups. Yeah, that's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. And the thing is, too, I've been calling it for the last 2 years. I said 2024. Before 2024 hit, I said 2024 was going to be a disastrous year for League of Legends, and that 2025 was going to hit it even harder. And just looking at everything that's been happening with it in the last year and a half, I think I was spot on with that, if I'm being honest. They've taken a lot of hits, and they've done so many huge scaling changes across the board to try to keep people engaged because of those hits. Do I have glowstone on my head? I do indeed. I got glowstone on my head. I do that because I like to play with dynamic lights. I can't run dynamic base or lights when in the base, but whenever I go exploring, I turn it on, and it acts as a light source so that the area around me is always lit. And since GTNH has the true darkness, it's really helpful for when you're in combat. Plus, I really do have a problem trying to play Minecraft of any kind without dynamic lights. I feel like it's just a must, personally, which makes it really hard to play vanilla Minecraft. That's cool, I had no idea. Yeah. I recommend, it's very handy. What are you? 10-7? I think we put the 4-3 on the 10-7, honestly. We can get rid of that. 0-1. Okay, we can replace one of the 0-0s with a 0-1. I have it hard to play without shatters or shaders. Yeah, that's fair. That is fair. I prefer shaders. I can't really do shaders on this server, unfortunately, myself. And honestly, when it comes to GTNH, I don't think my computer could handle shaders in the late game, end game stages. So probably best that I get used to playing without them early on like this. 5, 6, 1, 3, 0, 3, 0, 3, 0, 3. I let this grow, and just like this one, I'll keep it on me. Four, three. $15, 9, 2. Nope. That's the problem with mod packs in late game. You can't have shaders, but if dynamic lights are on, I think I could manage without them. I need to play more Minecraft. Hey, I won't knock that idea. I'm trying to balance myself out because I've been doing daily Minecraft streams for like the last 37 days now. But I am trying to balance myself out too, because I consider myself a variety, and I do want to try to stream this server, if not every day, then almost every day. But I do want to do a few short streams for other games in between, which is why I'm trying to get back into Dead by Daylight. Oh, I lost that seed. That sucks. Especially because you're going to have a 2v8 event next week with Resident Evil characters. Wesker and Nemesis are going to be playable, and I'm like, alright. I guess I gotta start playing Wesker and Nemesis, even though I never play them. Don't tempt me! Hey, the event will only be 2 weeks. You can play and then just, you have the easy excuse of not playing anymore. The event's over, time to leave. I got my fill of Resident Evil. I'll be stuck on DVD again. Hey, if you do end up playing, just play 2v8, don't touch normal mode. And you'll have a way easier time quitting again, because there'll be nothing to play once it's gone. Both of us knows that's not how it works. Okay, you got me with that one. I just won't stop, yeah. Honestly, I'm personally very invested in them releasing 2v8 as a full-time mode, which they've talked about being the plan. They're doing, every few months, they do a 2v8 event and release a few new killer characters to play, with the idea that they want to slowly balance each character as they get released on the mode, so that by the time they fully release the mode, they'll have everything as balanced as they can. So they're actually taking it very serious balance-wise, and they're doing a pretty good job. Ironically, given the meme, I think we've done a pretty good job so far. But I'm very invested in that becoming full-time mode because it's the most fun I've had in DBD in like 4 years. And the thing too is like, I'm not a killer main. I play Survivor mainly. Like only 25% of my games are killer. And one thing that most of the community agrees on when it comes to playing killer is that when you lose as a killer, it feels worse because you're on a team by yourself. So you have to take accountability for your loss. There's not many times where you can blame some kind of bug or issue with the game that costs you to lose out on a victory. Whereas when you play Survivor, you can blame your teammates, you can blame matchmaking, you can blame a whole slew of things. You don't have to take accountability. And because of that, losing on killer feels way worse. 2v8 solves that so much. It does not feel as bad losing as killer on 2v8 as it does when you're playing by yourself. I think I should stick with Marvel because I need to get to the second highest rank this year. I'm trying for the season. Absolutely, then. Absolutely stick on the climb there. If you commit And if you're already doing so well, you're finding out of the box non-meta methods of gaining victory, you're already on the right road. And commitment is just another thing that'll help you on that road for sure. So I'd agree with that. Definitely commit or stick with it as much as you can. And if you do play anything outside of it, keep it casual then, like Minecraft. Don't play anything else competitive. Because you might end up burning yourself out. Or you might get interested in whatever else you're playing. Wait, what's that? Nothing. I'm seeing things. Five, 3. No, I don't want you. No. Did I replace this? I did. Yeah, I've been playing Vintage Story, but I kind of suck at it. I need to find something new other than a block game. Hey, but do you have fun playing Vintage Story? Does it matter if you're not doing great at it if you actually have fun? No, oh. Okay, that's fair then. That's fair. Honestly, to be fair though, because of the way Vintage Story is, it definitely takes a lot of attention to play. Like, it doesn't mean you have to play it constantly, but you actually have to. There's a lot that goes into understanding various mechanics in the game that actually take your time and focus to do when you're playing. Like, I don't think I would call Vintage Story, like, to a degree, it is a casual game, but I don't think I would also call it a casual game at the same time. I don't know how to put this to words, what I'm trying to say here. Last time I actually raged. Yeah, that's fair. There's definitely some things in the game that can induce some rage for sure. Especially the bears. The bears are a nightmare. I'll return to it I just need better people to play it with because the team I play with kind of left me in the dirt and then advanced without me, so I'm just so lost as a new player. Yeah, that would do it. That would do it. There's been a number of games where I wanted to try, and I was focused on playing multiplayer, but then when I played with the people I was trying to play with, that exact thing pretty much happened. They tried to rush you through the early game. It's like, you do know, just because you all know, you all have this down pat in your mind now, doesn't mean like I'm just gonna pick it up instantly by you rushing me through it. Like, I actually gotta take my time with it. I need a bit of patience here, please. And the thing is too, even if I could pick up something really fast by rushing through it, that ruins the enjoyment. You're literally killing the enjoyment of learning the game and understanding it along the way in the early game, mid game, and then eventually late game. If you're rushing me through it, it's not good to keeping people focused on a game at all, in my opinion. I had that happen with Diablo 4. No, Diablo 3. How'd that happen with Diablo 3? I played it for like 2 days with some friends, and every time I played it, it was just, here, come with us. We're gonna go do this high level thing. We're gonna just rush you right through it. We're gonna, you know, get you max level in 2 hours, and then we're gonna go do all these, like, I'm just like, guys, let me sit down and experience the game. Why do I need to rush through the max level right when I start playing? Hello? Wait, we could do that after I've done a single playthrough. Come on now. 4-7, that's actually huge. And needless to say, I played Diablo 3 for those 2 days, and then I was like, well, I'm not playing this. I didn't really want to play it single player, and anyone I could play it with just didn't have the patience to do a slow playthrough with me. And honestly, I'm kind of glad, because in hindsight, I don't think I would have liked it from everything I've seen after the fact. 4-7, 5-7, that's huge. Those are both huge. That's exactly what happened with me in Vinge's story. I might go for a create mod pack, because I want to learn it so badly. I see. Create is interesting. I've spent most of the time I've done with Create is just in not a mod pack, but just adding Create to basically vanilla Minecraft. Just taking the Create mod itself and running with that only. And it is really interesting. I need to play an actual serious Create mod pack one day. It really discourages when people push you like that with a new player. Yes. It's like they're so excited to get you to the point of the game that they're in that they don't realize that they're just killing any enthusiasm you have because they're overwhelming you with too much at once. I want to do a vanilla plus create pack. Honestly, would recommend. Create feels very vanilla plus, in my opinion. I know a lot of people wouldn't agree with that, but I do think personally it feels very vanilla plus. And at the very least, even if you don't consider it vanilla plus, it, in my opinion, is very vanilla friendly. I've lost interest in like 6 amazing games because of that problem. Yeah. There's certain games now because of that issue where I try to play it by myself first just to avoid that exact issue. Which is not so great for me because I'm not the biggest fan of playing single player games. And because of that, I'm not the biggest fan of playing multiplayer games by myself. Like, I can play single player games, and obviously the fact that I've been playing Dead by Daylight solo queue for like 4 years now, I can definitely play multiplayer games by myself, but I just prefer not to. I'm just waiting on Thaumcraft to update so I can do Create and Thaum together. I have the same thing with single player games. Yeah. Like, I can enjoy them, but they need to have, most single player games I'll play usually have a really good story or really good gameplay mechanics to overcome my preference of playing with other people. Like, I've been thinking of playing, for example, Mirror's Edge again lately. It's probably one of the very few single player games outside of retro games that I've played more than once. Now that's a classic. Yeah, see, that's the thing. It's a classic, but it's not a retro game. How? How did this happen? Why is that a weed? Oh my god. Since when do weeds not show a green plant on them? Are you serious? There goes my super high tier, that's so upsetting. Okay, I need another one. I have to have one, right? We'll take the 2010. That's actually crazy that happened, though. Oh, I got two. We'll do a backup one here. Always have backup high stat crops. Oh, get rid of that. And that. But yeah, so Mirror's Edge is definitely a classic at this point. But I wouldn't classify it as a retro game. Pretty much is the way I see it. Maybe in another 15 years. But, I don't know. It's going to be hard for me in the next 10 to 15 years. Because I really only consider retro games to be like the N64, PS1 era, and before that. So basically, once we hit 64-bit games, and before that is what I consider retro. Everything after that, I'm like, yeah, that's not really retro though. I never played Mirror's Edge 2. I might one day, actually, if I'm being honest. I might do a Mirror's Edge stream. See if I can beat it all in one go. Or in 2 days, maybe. And then I might play Mirror's Edge 2, because I bought the game but never played it. Same here. After that, it's classic for good games. Yeah, exactly. I'm kind of disappointed I never played Mirror's Edge 2, because I was so excited for it to come out. When I played Mirror's Edge, I was like, I need this game, but multiplayer. I need a co-op campaign and a race mode for multiplayer. Like, this needs to be a thing. And then Mirror's Edge 2 came, and I never actually played it. For some reason. Now, to be fair, I heard a lot of bad things about it, though. So that might have skewed my desire to play it. I need to play Alan Wake. I've never actually played any of those games. Surprisingly. I've watched other people play them, and I don't mean like through a playthrough or stream, I mean like friends play them. But I've never actually played them myself. You also haven't played 2, so you can't say anything about it. As far as I was concerned of it, as long as they had the same mechanics parkour-wise, like as good as fluidly as the first game, and they had at least a racing mode, it should have been a hit. It should have been an instant hit. Anything campaign-wise didn't need to matter past that point. Alan Wake and ME, I think, are in the same unit. Wait. Alan Wake and Mirror's Edge? Is that what you mean by ME? Are they? Is that a thing? How? I will admit, I don't know a whole lot about Alan Wake, but isn't it like an eldritch horror, psychological, like thriller horror with like spirits and like monsters and like spiritual planes and stuff? It's Control. Control in Alan Wake? I'm trying to think. Something Control sounds familiar, but can't picture it. Let me see real quick. Ah, I heard about this, but I never seen anything about it. But the little bits I do know about it, that would make more sense for sure. They definitely have very similar elements from the little bits I have seen. Honestly, if Mirror's Edge was a part of the same universe as Alan Wake, that would have blown my mind. I would have been like completely shocked. Give me a glow wheat. Glow wheat. You can do it. Yeah, I mixed control up with mirrors. Yeah. Let's see. Not you. Some of the ones I'm waiting on right now are just taking forever to grow. So I do need at some point, as I said earlier, need to go look at our rocket supplies and then look through the quests and figure out exactly how rockets will work, how to build them, because I'm pretty sure we're going to be basically given the parts tomorrow and have to figure out, well, we're going to have to make them ourselves. I'm sure we'll all be standing there so we can guide anyone who doesn't know, like me. I never made a rocket, so I wouldn't know, even if I have the parts in my hand. But I'm gonna have to look through the quests. Oh, whoops. We keep that, I think. Not you. I have to look through the quests, try to figure out how all that works in preparation for tomorrow. Oh, that grew, okay. Okay, we can replace this one with this one, so we'll let that grow. No idea if I want the one I just took, but we'll take it for now, and... Three, 6. I'll take that. We can place the 4, 3 with the 3, 6. Well, it's been nice chatting. I gotta get to sleep. It's almost 2 a.m. here, and I gotta grind more Marvel Rivals tomorrow. Fair enough. Good. I hope you well on your climb. Take care and rest well. Thanks again for the raid. Have fun and catch you next time. Alright. Let's see. Where are you? 05, that's huge. We're getting some good stuff here. 47, 03. Wait. 57. Oh, whoops. That was a 03. I didn't mean to take that. Oh, I didn't get that. Okay, can I do anything with that 1310? I can, but not right now. We will take that over to the box here. And when it's time, we'll be able to make use of it for sure. Oh, right, I forgot that these need... Oh, they should have been grown by now, but I screwed up yesterday. Also, I need to... Ah, this God of Thunder really doesn't want to be given. 2-6, that's good. And a 3-6, heck yeah. We are breaking some ground with these stats. Two, 1. Nah, we can wait on more. We can wait on it better. Oh, what do we got here? 5-6. I did have kept that, but the resistance, I don't want to risk the resistance. I don't want to wait on that. I do not want to wait on something that has resistance. A 5-5. We'll take that. Yeah, we'll put the 0-1 here and the 5-5 here. Oh, 3-6 is done. Zero one is done. I can't forget to be checking these. That could be really bad if I don't. Yeah, actually, speaking... Okay, I need to check something here. Block of... Where's this lapis block? I know I had one. I can't search for a lapis block in any eye for some reason. So I can't just T-search it. I'm gonna have to go under and just take a peek. Oh, damn you, Enderman. Be around here. There it is. We'll do the other two later. And 7. I don't like it though. No, that's not fully grown, never mind. Seven, 8, 1. You're almost great. Almost. I swear that sound effect, when you use the portable scanner, sounds like something very familiar and I just can't place it. A 2 and 6, eh? We'll put the 2 and 6 here, I think. Don't want that 11.5. I need to go charge my scanner, refill my pot while I'm at it. I'm gonna wait a few more. Just a bit more. Here we go. We'll deal with that in a moment. 3-3. We'll keep that. Actually, no, we won't. Already have some pretty good ones. 0.5. We'll put 0.5 right here. 5.8. We'll keep that. Black Stonelilly is coming along quite nicely at the moment. Hmm. I don't, okay. I think we could use that. Yeah, we can. We'll let that one grow. We are on our way to getting a decently high gain black Stonelilly, and it won't be too hard to get high growth from that once we do, I don't believe, which will be really huge. Okay, what are you? Not terrible, but not what I'm looking for. Why was I letting that one grow? I guess I thought it was a higher gain than it was. Another evil ore, we'll take that. 05 gain. Nice. We'll keep that one as well. The heck? I had one there already. Where did it go? I'm pretty sure it was 2 or 3. What happened? I guess I get a 05 instead? That's very odd. Could have sworn there was one there. Oh, hey there, world map. You're saying IC2 crops confuse me? That's fair. They are confusing. They are very RNG, which doesn't help understanding them at all. Because with how RNG they are, there really is no understanding them. But what exactly confuses you? Also, welcome. I hope you're doing well. We'll keep that one, that's good. Hmm. The fact that they exist. That, you know what? I agree. They had a great idea. They did something good to work with it. Designing it, that is. The different crops, the way crossbreeding works, the stats, the crop sticks and all that. That's all done well. But when it actually comes to growing the crops and crossbreeding and spreading, it's a nightmare that they failed on horribly. And then GTNH especially, because again, compared to everything else, they're just, why? Not for every single crop, of course. There's some that are worth getting and rather easy getting, or rather easy to get, but they're the minority. I got Windows 11 and a VM to test Explorer 7. Explorer 7. You mean... The only thing I can think of is Internet Explorer. Oop. Nope, we don't want you. Or I guess File Explorer. Yeah, that's a thing too. I don't know. They have what versions of those. I'm not sure exactly what I mean by Explorer 7. Oh, I didn't replant these. Windows 7 Explorer. Windows Explorer from Windows 7 has been unofficially ported to Windows 8, 10, and 11. I see. Okay. I had to look that up for a second. I want to assume, though, it's not just the taskbar, but maybe it is. Uses the real Windows 7 Explorer from the ISO. I see. Honestly, though, for me, Windows 7 was when, in my opinion, they started getting progressively worse and worse. And that included the task bar and start menu. Okay. There we go. You guys almost grown yet? Not yet. How are you not growing? You're growing so slow. 10, 10, 9, 9. We'll keep them both. I really want more gain, but those are decent enough to keep. Unless something better comes up. Yeah, we'll keep that one. A 0.5 and a 1.2. Wait. There it is, 1.2. 4.7. 5.8. 5.8. 4.7. Honestly, I think we already got pretty good here, so I'll break that and try for something lower. Like if I got a 3.10, for example, or a 3.9, that'd be huge. Okay, that should really help with the black Stonelilly. It works, and it looks great too. Fair enough, as long as you like it. I don't know why, but as I said earlier, Windows 7 was when, at the very least, the looks, and honestly, I'll say all of Windows in general, were getting worse and worse each update. But the looks, I don't know, I just didn't like Windows 7. Windows 8 was slightly better, but still not as good as older versions. I didn't like Windows 10 at first either. I've just gotten used to it. I don't hate it like I used to. And I mean visually speaking, that is. Ooh, that's done. Okay. 9, 8. Nah, you can do better. Okay, we got a God of Thunder. Grow up a God of Thunder and give me a seed this time, please. If it didn't have the resistance, that would have been huge. God of Thunder? Nope. We'll move this one here, I think. And this one here. These really just want to give resistance lately. Come on, glow wheat. You can do it before I get off. I know you can. How's it going?
Doing good. And you?
Oh, doing well. We're getting some decent stats today.
Nice. For me, I'm going in Final Fantasy 14 Savage.
Hmm. So you're not here for much longer then?
Might be on later today. Maybe. Yeah.
What'd you get done today? Oh, we'll keep that. That's good. Do anything exciting?
Sorry, I don't really hear you. Let me fix this a second.
We keep this. Yeah, we keep that. That's a really good red, even though we're not doing red at the moment.
Okay, what were you saying?
I was just wondering if you did anything exciting today at all? Or get anything fun?
Exciting? No, I literally just woke up today.
Okay. Fair enough. And you're in the mood for Final Fantasy.
And I might do some programming for modding, so...
Oh, okay. Anything fun with that? Any good ideas there?
I'm trying to make a to-do list that integrates with, like better questing.
Integrates with what, sorry?
Can, better questing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, that'd be really nice. I wish you luck with that endeavor then.
Yeah, like I didn't see anything like that, so I'm gonna try it. It's gonna be a good starting for mud.
Yeah, I think it would be. It is definitely something that can come in handy for sure.
Yeah, that's why I haven't been on the game recently.
Been working on that.
Exactly.
Hey, I think the most viable reason to not be playing GTNH as much is because you're programming, honestly.
Yeah, true. Also, I've been streaming my own world in GTNH, so...
Yeah. And that's been going well from what I've seen and heard.
Yeah, we just got to Steam Age. Yeah.
What's the long-term plans for that world, by the way? What's the long-term plans for that world? Any interesting challenges or things you want to build?
Try a Stargate role. Like
Stargate role?
Stargate Run.
Yeah. Nothing really beyond that. Just playing and going for the end game.
All the quests in the book, or at least the tiers.
Oh, okay.
We try to follow kind of closely what we're doing in this server, yeah.
That makes sense. There's a pretty good rule set here.
Yeah. Are you doing plant stuff?
I am, yeah. Trying to get the Stonelillys up at the moment. I got
the stone move.
21 and 23 stick reeds, but I want to now level the Stonelillies to get high gain so that I can mix them with the high growth stick reeds.
Yeah, I don't know what was happening with the slag gun. We should like be swimming in it. We have so much bees for different types.
It is running, but like slag combs are just coming in really, really slowly from what I noticed, and I don't know why.
Yeah, the thing is, I think the centrifuges are all LV, and they're very slow from what I can see. Like, it can make one per, like, 30 seconds, something.
Well, the other thing I noticed,
they're all LV.
I don't know about the slag combs specifically in this regard, but I do know there's a couple combs I was looking at that had good uses, that basically they were... At first, I know one was a simmering comb. I was looking at that, and I'm like, where is this even being produced? Because I can't find the bees for this. But when I went to look where their combs are stored, I checked, and for like 2 hours, it stayed at 56 combs. And then suddenly, it went up like 2 hours later and started getting processed. And I'm like, okay, so something is producing these cones. It's just doing it really, really slowly. And then on top of that, the centrifuges then make the byproducts slow.
Yeah, so I was checking and trying to understand, but I think it's just very slow to process each cone right now. But Cryolite at least is keeping up, it seems.
Yeah, like where we did the cryolite, it's just constantly full of fluorine, and cryolite, like we can't even process it all because it's just already getting everything done we need. I think we're full on PTFE even because of it.
That's great.
So LCRs for days.
We have LCRs for days.
Oh, are you underneath right now?
What?
Oh no, you're above. Oh wait, what? No, that's not good. Thought that was good for a second, but it wasn't. Yeah, so Explorer 7 is a pretty good implementation. The only thing is that it doesn't do anything but taskbar and star money, and it's extremely buggy. I see. Well, as long as it's serviceable for what you want it for, though. Any particular reason you're looking into Explorer 7?
Okay, I need to go. It's starting.
Alright. Well, later. Enjoy your Final Fantasy gaming.
Okay, see you later.
See you later. 8-7. We can do better. We can always do better. We got another Lazulia, which we will want to put here. In fact, so we'll get the block ready now. Like it's just me and the boss at the moment. Cat's on, but she's seemingly AFK apparently. So who knows if that's true? She could just be looking at recipes and whatnot, researching something. We'll let that one grow. Oh, I guess I didn't get the seed I was looking for. Okay. Need to get red granite. Sean, oh, yeah, how is it going? Sorry, I didn't see that. My bad. It's going well. We're getting some decent high gain stats, mostly so far on, I believe, yellow and black Stonelilly, which are the more important ones, so that's good. How about you? How's it going? Like here we got a 3-7. The corners are all higher gain now. Oh, you're kidding me. I should have just got the seed before I set all that up. Disappointing. Pretty good, just got out of work. Nice. Any plans to rest and relax after work? Anything you're looking to do? 9. Wow, that stickweed grew quickly. Probably going to finish my 48 coke ovens and then push into steam age. Solid plan. Solid plan for sure. I'm gonna have to go and take a look at the rocket quests and what rocket parts we have soon. Because I haven't actually built a rocket or gone to the moon, any of that at all. So I'm gonna have to take a peek at all that before we do it, because I don't want to be slowing anyone down. The amount of clay and sand I have to collect is insane. That it is for sure. For 48 coke ovens, it's a lot of work, but productive once you get it going. Actually, speaking of the rocket launch, are you going to be on for the rocket launch tomorrow? I'm not sure if I've seen you say anything. Can't remember. 9. Almost grown. What is this? I don't want to peep that. 7, 8? But I'm not going to. We can do better. Ten, 5? Okay. I don't think so. I got work all weekend long, and I don't even have the spacesuit or any armor to speak of, really. No hang glider or piston boots, even. That's fair. So, at least for the spacesuit, I'm pretty sure, which is one of the reasons I'm looking at the parts shortly, but I'm pretty sure it's been said that all the parts we're going to need, oxygen tanks, suits, rocket parts, are all already being handled. But without any decent tools or mobility, I'm sure mining anything on the moon at the moment would be not fun. 2-6, we'll keep that. I'm definitely looking forward to pushing into EV and the crop bot especially. Not that we need EV for it, but I don't want to push it at the moment because most of the things I would like to do at the moment, I kind of backed off on because a decent amount need EV. Not all of it, but I also don't mind waiting and doing a bit of farming. An 8-9 and a 0-6 of red Stonelilly. I think I keep both of those and hope I can get the seeds. Four 7, we keep that. Actually, we don't. We have equivalents of all that already. 3 7. Didn't even get the seed. Okay. We'll keep the 9-10. Okay, so we got the redstone in the seed. That's good. We can try for this one too. We got it. Okay, we have 2 decent seeds to work with for this. Not a decent one there. Okay, we're gonna put the 910 where the 1010 is. Try to get more gained and growth as we've been going, as we've been doing. And I think I got about maybe 5 more minutes in me farming before I go and look at the rocket related stuff, so I'm a bit more prepared for tomorrow's launch. I definitely got to declutter my inventory too. On the off chance I die, there's going to be certain things I don't want to have stuck on the moon until I can get brought back up there by someone. Actually, I don't even know if that's possible. Can multiple people ride a rocket? I don't think so, actually. I'm not sure. But I definitely want to declutter my inventory a bit. Didn't mean to break that. Nope, 1 rocket per person. Okay. So yeah, definitely want to declutter my inventory then, because it will be difficult getting my body back if I do die. Probably won't take all my backpacks down here. Which ones have things in them? I think I'll only take my empty loot backpack, my forestry backpacks, and my compressed chest for storage purposes. I'll try to get... I'll probably take my Ventress backpack off as well. Put the dolly away. Take my toolbox and all my tools off. Yeah, so I'll have to declutter. Be ready for tomorrow. How's this possible? Are you serious? This literally just became a weed and instantly turned my good sugar trigger weed or stickweed into a weed as well. That happened earlier too. It just became a weed. There's no, like, the RNG is so stupid, I swear to God. The high growth does that? It's a pain. Yeah, it really is. I had a feeling it was because of these stats. I just wasn't sure which one would be doing it exactly. Holy crap, is that annoying. It just feels unavoidable. Like, it feels bad when the game has high RNG, and then through that, they put things that are practically unavoidable in. Alright, I think we call it on the farming here today. And go take care of some other things. As I said earlier, it's going to be a shorter stream today. Well, not a shorter stream, but I do plan on playing something else before I end the stream. So I want to get some stuff taken care of in prep for the rocket launch tomorrow. Namely, figuring out how the hell it actually works, and, as I said, decluttering my inventory. As well as going over through processes and seeing what's going on with some stuff. And then we'll be swapping games for probably about 2 hours or so before calling the stream then. Obviously, I'll let everyone know when the game swap is coming, but we'll be here in GTNH for a while longer, I'm sure. So it's not quite yet. First things first, emptying out this compressed chest here. Oh, I forgot about this backpack too. I have to remember I have this. I don't like that you can't shift control click multiple stacks of things into the ME system. Kind of sucks. One of the very few things about AE2 I've seen so far that actually isn't on point. Okay, so let's go to HV and take a peek at the rocket parts real quick. But actually, before I do that, I'm just going to take a few minute intermission. Let's go to the washroom real quick. Ooh, wait. Let me look at this first. Maybe I go inside. Can, perfect. Needs maintenance cover. Attached to a multi-block controller, emits a redstone signal if it needs maintenance. 1 issue, 2 issues. So as long as there's 1 issue, it will emit a redstone signal. That's neat. I assume it works for 2, 3, 4, 5 issues, even if you have 1 issue selected. Because technically, anything above 1 would still be a 1 issue. And then, howler alarm? Sound range 64. Sound sci-fi. Red fallout light. Neat. I like that. Allow remote access to nearby blocks. Used with travel anchors or staff of travel. I don't understand that we weren't allowed to use these. Can this work with something other than travel anchors and staff traveler? Because we're not supposed to be using those until IV. But anyway, I'm just going to take a quick intermission. I'll be right back in a few minutes. Sorry for the inconvenience. Alright, I'm back. So, let's take a peek here. That's 22 parachutes. That's a lot of rocket pads. When you use a rocket, does it destroy a rocket pad? Is that why there's so many? I'm a little confused on that. 12 light oxygen tanks, 12 oxygen gear, 12 oxygen mask. Okay, so 21 fuel loaders, rocket fins. Oh, sorry, Christian, how's it going? Odds does not get destroyed, I believe, but I think you need 9 per player if you want to launch at the same time. Alright, that makes sense then, because 9 times 20 whatever players. Yeah, that'd be a few stacks then. That makes sense. Now I'm wondering about the oxygen tanks here and the oxygen masks and gears. They seem kind of low. Yeah, but they're also kind of expensive and annoying to craft. You need just one of those. Then we can just put aluminum plate. What about these? Hello? Like, oh, there we go. Wasn't working. So you need a scuba helmet. Reinforced glass plate. Well, that's... Yeah. This recipe again. Okay. And the gear? Ooh. Not terrible on that. What's the concentrator? Ooh. Oxygen vent. Compressed template. Compressed steel. Thin canisters. Oxygen fan. Not so terrible, but definitely annoying. Everything else looks like it's ready, though. Okay, let's take a look at these quests. And while I'm here, actually, let's just claim all the ones I haven't done. Forgot I actually want this on me. Okay, so HV is it all about getting to the moon so you can get titanium used to make EV and AE2 machines? Well, we already kind of skipped that. It's a long, involved task though, so head on over to the Space Race tab for more info. You need IV circuits and HV assembler to start the tab though. If you're going for the no rocket run, hold a stack of titanium ingots to proceed. Same thing for tungsten steel when you get to EV. Oh, I have to actually... Normally I get loot bags, but for this, I think it makes more sense to get parts for what we're doing tomorrow. Okay, let's take a look. NASA workbench is used to craft your rockets and other related vehicles. Build it to start your journey into space. Check out the Nether Star recipe, which uses null catalysts and salus mundus. Null catalyst can be duplicated by adding magma cream, blaze powder, and a tiny power of nether stardust. Also, if you're having trouble getting the wither skulls, you can make a cleaver or the skullfire sword to help with that. Oxygen mask is part of the system used to breathe on planets without oxygen. The others being oxygen gear and oxygen tanks. Attached to the oxygen tanks is used to attach oxygen tanks to oxygen mask. This is absolutely vital for any astronaut. A parachute is used to prevent death upon re-entry into the overworld's atmosphere. Parachute is an essential part of your journey to space. You should never journey to space without one. There will even be a warning if you try to launch without one. Use the assembler to save materials on it. The light oxygen tank is an oxygen storage tank that can store up to 1,000 units of air. It is used to provide a portable source of oxygen while in areas that do not have an oxygen source of their own. Usage: up to 2 oxygen tanks can be worn at a time. To wear any type of oxygen tank, open your inventory, click on the Galactic Craft tab at the top of the menu, and here you will see the available spots for your various types of equipment. Simply place your tanks in one of the slots with a gray picture of an oxygen tank. Other types of oxygen include the medium oxygen tank, which holds twice the amount of oxygen as a light tank, and the heavy, which holds 3 times the amount of a light tank. Okay. I think they're talking about this one, right? Yeah, here. Okay. What's next? Oxygen collector. It's a block that gathers oxygen from leaves and farm plants to use in an oxygen bubble distributor, oxygen sealer, oxygen compressor, and other oxygen-reliant machines. If you plan to build a moon base which needs a continuous oxygen supply, you will need to build one. The compressor is used to fill empty or depleted oxygen tanks. Connect an oxygen pipe to blue ring input side of a power source to the gray square input side. Place an oxygen tank in the bottom right slot, and it will take oxygen from input and place it in the tank. Okay. Rocket fuel. For every flight, the rocket needs some fuel. So refine some fuel for your rocket. For your tier 1, tier 2 rockets, you can have 2 options. You can either use Cetan boosted diesel or make RP1 rocket fuel. We will have a look at RP rocket fuel in the next quest. You'll need something with more oomph for the later rockets. For the moon, a full rocket leaving from the overworld should have enough fuel left to make it back, but you want to take extra, just in case. Rocket fuel usage is not based upon the destination or the type of fuel used, but instead the rocket itself, with higher tiers both are storing more fuel and consuming less. Also, the gravity of the planet affects how much of the fuel is used, with lower gravity locations using less fuel to launch. Damn. Maybe they should start tracking the distance of planets away from where you are and start adding that to the calculations of how much fuel is used. One option to fuel your T1 and T2 rockets is RP1 rocket fuel. First, you'll need either diesel or coal tar. Coal tar is better option in the long run since you'll need the other products of distilling it to make other rocket fuels. But for now, you can use diesel. If you're using diesel, you need 20 cells. If you're using coal tar, you need 30, unless you are using a DT, in which case you don't need to divide evenly anymore. Distill into the distillery to get kerosene, then distill it again to get RP1. You'll need a chemical plant for the last setup, or for the last step. RP1 rocket fuel is T4, 240 EU per tick recipe, so you'll need to make the CP out of stainless steel and HV machine casings. Since there is no oxygen in space, you also need an oxidizer, but sinst the Galactic Craft rocket can take one fluid, can only take one fluid. We have a simplified that bit. Just combine liquid oxygen with an RP1 to make a fully functional RP1 rocket fuel. If you're confused about how to use / make the chemical plant, refer to the manual of the same name or the quest in the GTPP Plus or quest tab. Yes, you can also use rocket fuels for power and rocket engines, or the Rocketdyne F1A engine multi. Interesting. This is a lot to know here. Basic wafer is used for getting machines such as the basic solar panel and the fuel loader, the energy storage module, and the compressor. The advanced wafer is used for more advanced machines such as the advanced solar panel or the Avaritia or Avaritia? I don't know, I can't say that. Dyer crafting table is also used in the creation of a space station. Is this your first time playing the pack? Technically, no. This is my second time, but I've never beaten it. On my solo world, I've only gotten to mid LV, and then I joined this SMP, so that's as far as I got on my own. I have watched tons and tons and tons of streams and playthroughs of GTNH over many, many years. But yeah, I've never gotten this far myself. And a lot of this, even though I've watched so much, a lot of what I've seen definitely has gone over my head for the later tiers, like pretty much EV and past that. Nine by 9 Dyer crafting table is no longer used to make rockets, but you can still make it. If you want solars, kinetics, or whatnot, first of all, you need 81 crafting tables to make a double processed or double compressed crafting table, a few HB components, wafers, and a Quister matrix. And yes, you need that many nether stars. The frequency module will help you hear sounds properly in space. It's also used for telemetry units so that your buddies can keep track of you from your base. You're playing with friends. You need it in your inventory and in the Moonlander. PC is a part of the Moonlander. Moonlander is required for a soft landing. You will need an additional frequency module for hearing things on planets and a second seat for a moon buggy you may build later. Heavy duty plates. The rocket requires these plates for the main hull. Let's craft 37 of these plates out of compressed aluminum plates, bronze plates, and compressed steel plates. Oh boy. I'm pretty sure most of this part has already been handled, luckily. But holy, what a craft. Each rocket needs a control computer appropriate to the tier of the rocket. Every rocket needs a nose cone. Every rocket needs fins. Every rocket needs fuel storage canisters. To pump fuel into your rocket, you need a fuel loader. Place it next to any of the launch pad. The green side is for energy, the yellow is for fuel. Pipe it in if you don't want to lose your cells. You can also power it with batteries. If you're worried about it draining your power, or don't want to set up infrastructure, rockets keep their fuel in them on landing now, so you don't need to take this with you anymore unless you want to go multiple places in one trip, or you don't fill it all, or fill it all the way or something. After hours and a few snacks of TNT, your first rocket is finally ready, but before you can go to the moon, you need to actually craft it. You've crafted the rocket with a chest There's a crafting table and a recipe that will turn it into a normal rocket. That completes this quest. Check any eye. Every rocket needs a launch pad. Build a 3x3 pad and place your rocket on top of it. Storms and other events that affect entities can knock your rocket off, but not lightning warp anymore, so make sure to not leave it alone. Be sure to check out for departure checklist. Also note that they emit pollution, lots of it. Okay, well we don't need to worry about that. Yeah, it looks like most of what we need we already have, except for the oxygen related stuff. I think that's everything I need to read on the rockets. Okay, so let's see. I want to see if there's been any changes made in here. Looks like they did the superconductors. That's a change there. Something's not right here. Yeah, this is supposed to be on 1. Right? So Canthal, stainless. Yep. And Invar. Yeah, okay, that's better. Oh, I almost forgot. You asked how I was doing. I'm doing good. How are you doing? Doing well. Doing well. We're getting quite a bit done on the farming. Not that it's entirely necessary, but I kind of want things to be a bit more prepared when we do get the crop bots, so the crop bots can work a bit faster. Outside of that, I am trying to rotate my schedule a bit to start streaming a few hours earlier. I started about almost an hour early today. I'm hoping to be about 2 or 3 hours earlier tomorrow if I can get that going. We'll see what happens tomorrow though. Which is why tonight's stream is going to be a shorter one, or at least for GTNH. As I said, I'll be playing something else after GTNH tonight, but even that will only be played for about 2 hours or so. I'd love that. You'd be more available earlier on then, eh? Might work out perfectly for you then. Oh, we got a centrifuge here. Looks like we're manually doing some combs. Which makes sense, honestly. I'm EU, it's 3 AM for me right now. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Well, my plan is to get my rear in gear and shift my schedule a bit. I'm hoping I can start even earlier tomorrow, but I'm very terrible when it comes to my sleep. So I might have trouble doing that, or maybe I'll get it going. We'll see. As I said, I'll be cutting my stream down a bit today to help me with that. And I also have said in the past, I need to get a bit of a balance going, because most of my free time has been going to GTNH and not much else. And there's a few things I need to take care of in real life. There's also a few other things I would like to do, including other games I want to play. There's an event in one game in particular tomorrow, or next week, that I want to play a bit. I won't be streaming that every day, but I'll be streaming that a few days throughout the 2 weeks the event's going. And I will be trying to do GTNH every day like I have been. So that won't interfere with my GTNH streams on a daily basis. The only thing that would interfere with my daily GTNH streams so far is real life stuff, pretty much, I'd say. Now I want to go check the processing in my mountain up here. And then I gotta declutter my inventory a bit more, I think. As I said earlier, I don't want to end up dying on the moon because I screw something up, and end up having a problem getting my body back in a timely manner. That'd be really, unfortunately, frustrating. Oh, we're building up gravel now, which means we're maxed out on sand. How's stone dust doing? It's come down like 30,000, so we'll leave the stone dust to run again overnight. And we'll see. What the hell? What is going on? This doesn't make any sense. The only thing I was gonna say, I might have processed all the stone dust if it didn't shut down, because we went down half, but that was shut down for 17 hours. I don't get it. I really don't get what's going on here. You shouldn't be shutting down. Especially because every single time I look, the Steam is good. Steam's perfectly fine. So I really don't understand. I'm honestly tempted to get super tanks instead of fluid tanks on the centrifuges there to get a bulk of steam built up, but that seems excessive. Like, watch, I'm gonna go down here to check the steam, and it's gonna be perfectly fine. Completely full, guaranteed. Yeah, we're fine. I don't get it. In fact, I want to search something really quick. I have a theory, but I don't think that's the issue. Yeah, I don't know. Can't find what my theory was, but I don't understand. This isn't making any sense to me. Unless... Interesting. See, the only thing I can think of outside of P2P tunnels not liking Steam, which I think is bullshit. I don't think that's the case. The only other thing I can think of is the power going down long enough that the A2 network shuts down, and then Steam doesn't get sent long enough that the centrifuge shuts down. But that's impossible. We have 32 million buffer, and then we have an extra 8 million buffers on our controller. So that should never be happening. Ever. It shouldn't be possible. Ooh, Creosote's building up again. Interesting. The only other thing I can think of is it said shut down 17 hours ago, 30 something minutes ago. That would have been right at the time of the server reset. Is it possible the server resets stop centrifuges that are running? Or not centrifuges, but just multis in general? I can't imagine that's the case, because then our pyros and our distilleries would need to be reset every day. I don't understand. I'm very confused by this. Maybe it's just something in particular with the Steam multis? But then ore processing would be screwed over. So I don't think that's it either. Because I doubt people have been resetting our ore processing something would have been said about that eventually, if we had to reset it every day or every other day even. I don't understand. I don't think I am gonna understand either. Honestly, it's very strange, but you're still in here? Wait. Hold on a second. Something's not right there, sheep. I'm calling sus. Very sus. How on earth did you manage that? That doesn't make any sense. The sheep was down here next to the hole there. How did you get back up here? You were down there for like a week. Can you climb ladders? You can climb ladders, can't you? You don't want to tell me. Ah, okay, fine. Pretend to just be an average sheep then, I guess. But I definitely know that he can climb ladders and open trapdoors, apparently. Maybe the cave? See, I'd think that too. I would think that too. If the sheep in the underground wasn't missing after being there for like a week. many are online today? Right now, 3. Earlier there was 4. I have no idea how long or how many were online before I was on. There might have been a lot on earlier in the day. Oh, now it's 2. I want to check the liquids real quick, see how our liquids are doing. If we got any access to new liquids. Ooh, these are all full now, eh? Someone didn't label this one. Interesting. The PTFE is full. I think molten glass. Is that the same type of sign? Apparently not. Good eye. I thought we were using oak this whole time. I guess we were using spruce. Okay. What's going on down here? I don't like that they took out this creosote tank. There's literally no reason to do that. At all. Explains why creosote's going up though. But yeah, there's no reason to do that. I put that there on the day that our power fails again, because it inevitably will. And on that day, we'll have a bit of lifetime because of creosote. But whatever. People can do whatever they want to do, I guess. Oh, I was going to finish this, but it looks like someone else did already. Which means this all must be running now. This probably needs... Okay, yeah, this I don't approve of, actually. Kind of wish I did it myself now. That thing is filled with peanuts, then why are these not all being filled with peanuts? "16 snacks per second. This makes no sense. Unless this isn't the actual storage, perhaps? And this is? In which case, I once again do not approve of this farm. They should have left it as the forestry one. And just made... It would have been way easier to just make automatic fertilizer on top of it, honestly. Not only that, but we have thousands of fertilizer in our system already. Okay, I want to double check something in my build here. Yeah, they're both claimed and loaded. I really don't get why these keep shutting down. But these 100% shut down at server restart, so... And I should go check something real quick. Just as I suspected, all of these ones are fine. I'm just gonna snag a gold chest. I might need a scoop, right? There's beehives on the moon, correct? I'm not actually sure. But I think I might need a scoop on the moon, right? I'm honestly okay with letting this go. If I do have a mishap, I won't need any of it immediately. And I will be able to claim it again. It just might take me a bit. I'm not sure. I think, let me look it up. Yeah, I won't be able to find that info in a timely manner, I don't think, unfortunately. Let's just assume I won't need the scoop and put it away with the rest of the things. And I want to empty this while I'm at it. I don't know why I don't just use the ladder. I know why I don't use it going down, but I don't know why I don't use it going up. Oh, hold on, actually. I actually do want a bit of dirt and cobble or building blocks when I'm there, so I can use them to seal off areas and climb up areas and whatnot. Empty. Empty. All my repair materials I have. Yep. Netherrack. Okay. We're good. What was I coming in for? Yeah, plate pot, right. I'm still unsure as to why those multi-blocks are shutting down, but can't do much about it. I'll just have to pay extra attention tomorrow to see if they're shut down and when they shut down, and if it corresponds with server reset, but I believe it does. I believe that's what's been going on. Yeah, quartz sand and stone dust have already drained quite a bit since I turned them on, so they do run fast. Okay. Alright, so unfortunately, I'm going to be ending the GTNH play for now and jumping into another game. I will be taking a quick intermission first, but I will be back on GTNH tomorrow. Just for tonight, that's all I'm going to be doing. So if you want to stick around and watch me play Dead by Daylight, that's what I'm going to be playing in a few moments. I just want to take a quick intermission before that. I am sorry for the inconvenience. And if you do stick around, that's great. If not, maybe I'll catch you next time. And either way, take care. If you do head off now, take care, that is. I shall be back in a few minutes, as I said. I just want to go get some refreshments and whatnot before I switch games here. And before I do that, I also just want to... there we go. I'll pop out for the night. See you, man. All right. Thanks for thanks for hanging out. It's always appreciated. Have a good night. All right, so I'm just going to switch to the stream info. I also want to put down a marker to remind me when I'm doing the VODs to cut out just the GTNH portion. But yeah, where is it? There it is. There we go. And I'll just get the next game launching before I go off here. Oh, and I should stop recording. Yeah, I'm going to stop recording now. If you're watching over at YouTube, thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next episode. Later.